you guys are on the new camera, I just finally went ahead and bought one. It's a Sony RX100, shoots 1080, 60 frames per second. It's pretty good. So, yeah, so I'm here in Lab City. Just started uploading the last video. We're here with the Super Duty here. It's not too cold today, but nonetheless, it'll be a cold start. Man, I heard one of these trucks, like, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Sounds amazing. Delete it. So, there you go.
I guess in 4 or 5 years, the new generation's music will be, it'll have a synthesis of those two elements and some third thing that'll be entire. Maybe it'll be, it might rely heavily on electronics, tapes. I can kind of envision maybe one person with a lot of machines, tapes, electronic setups, singing or speaking and using machines.
So we're just gonna grab some food here, and we're at Mary Brown's. It's kind of like the Chick-fil-A, but here in Newfoundland, Labrador. It's pretty good.
Some size camera was on. Holy fuck.
Why is it small?
That was massive. Where did that come from?
We're out here. We're gonna try my buddy's drone. Just had that up in the air. You just saw the footage from that. Look at this. Look. Oh. Ooh. It doesn't fire.
No, don't lose it.
We have to go on a drone hunt.
No. Dude, come back.
We lost my actual. There somewhere. Alright, let's go. Okay, so official review of the drone. Man. Okay.
I'm not gonna find it either.
It might. Oh, I got the phone, so it should reconnect when you get to it, actually. Yeah, it should reconnect. Do we share the Wi-Fi feed? We'll just see what's going on.
Why should we all take off again?
Steve and I did that. Yeah, that's the.
Probably still flying yet.
Shouldn't be.
Just see it going off.
A year later, it's still be flying around. That's like where it was, wasn't it?
It was handy down around here. I thought it was flying out here upstairs. And...
You gotta turn around. Losing connection again. It's trying to connect to it.
There it is. There it is. She wasn't going to take off again. The hitch was upside down. It landed very well.
Remember that time I tried your drone and just flew it off? And
Just went off.
Well, that concludes the drone portion of today. I was always curious about that thing. Like, I always saw it up there and I was thinking, I want to fly it, right? Now I know why. Now we all know why. Okay, so we're having a bit of issues with the truck, DEF system. So I'm gonna throw the rest of this in it now that it's thawed. Some good news for you guys. I am quickly getting tired of doing this. When I had the emission system on my F250, I hardly burnt anything. On this one, it seems like all I'm doing is putting DEF in it. Okay, so yeah. So the current problem with this truck is hopefully this thing fixes itself. This is the part of the video where we talk about things I don't like about this truck. Why start with things that I don't like, you may ask? Well, because it pisses people off. Okay, this is my 2017 F350 XLT fully loaded dually truck. Got this to tow that 53-foot gooseneck trailer. I tell you, this truck, I like this truck. It's pretty good at it. Tons of power, love the truck, but there's some shitty things about it. There's some stuff about this truck that just straight up suck. Let's go over that. The seat. The seat sucks. Very uncomfortable. I still have a 2014 F250 and I tell you, it is so comfortable, I'd never even have to get out of the truck. This thing got too much lumbar support. It's a hard seat. Another thing I hate is this navigation system. Okay, you pretty much can't use any of this while you're driving. So let's say, okay, so this is Sync 3, so it's better than the last ones, but this is extremely slow and non-responsive. And then these buttons are so small, when you're hitting bumps and stuff, you'll never hit that. You just forget about it. As for finding places you want, let's say, okay, this is how it goes, right? Navigation.
Navigation.
Address.
I didn't get that. Please say destination street address, destination intersection, or destination POI.
Destination street address.
In Newfoundland and Labrador, please say the street address, including the city.
La Prairie, Quebec.
I didn't get that. Say the address, like 1234 South Main Street, Somerville. You can also say change
Quebec.
In Newfoundland and Labrador, please say the street address, including the city.
Change province.
State or province. City name.
Montreal.
I didn't get that. Please say the name of the city.
La Prairie.
I didn't get that. Say the name of the city or say, I don't know. You can also say, spell city or help.
I just don't know.
Say the street name.
Okay, now we'll try on the phone. This uses Google. Take me to 555 Ernest Rochette in La Prairie.
All right, 555 Avenue Ernest Rochette. Let's go.
And that's it. Shows us how to get there, shows us everything. So that just goes to show how crappy this system is. And I mean, you know, the amount you're paying for these trucks, they could have partnered with Microsoft. They could have done something better than this. I don't have much of a problem with it. Luckily, this vehicle is equipped with the Android Auto, so you can just plug it in. The only thing is that you gotta plug this in all the time, and you lose a lot of functionality on the phone, I find. Okay, next thing. I recently discovered this one. Everything's just plastic up here. Now, in the last Super Duty, in the 2014, this is still metal. However, they made this piece here all plastic. Now, that wouldn't matter, but this being all plastic, it houses the handle for the tailgate, and it houses the camera. I put this down, right? Put a skidoo on, you know, backed up to a snowbank. Put skidoo on. When I drove off, this thing just came off. I think so. Either that or just came off while I was driving. I don't really know. It was hanging by the camera wire when I found it. And now you can't really open the tailgate, and it's just, why do something like that? Like, why? Right? Why? Took a perfectly good design and changed it and made it terrible. This is something that's easily changed, but it's going to be mentioned. The tires that come on all these Super Duties from the factory are so goddamn bad. It's incredible. These Michelin, what are they? LTX AT2, they are junk. I wouldn't be surprised if this truck was stuck here. If you drive into a place with 3 or 4 inches of snow, chances are, even in 4-wheel drive, it won't come out of it. These tires have no grip. New or used, they're just not much good. That's pretty sad. Okay, another thing that really bothers me, in the F-250 in 2014, before 2017, in the bumper, one sec. So, it used to be in the bumper, you could basically have a step. Put your foot in there, you had a place to step on. Now this would help you get into the truck to do work. You could change your turbo just stepping on that bumper. Now they got rid of that. Can't step here, no room here. All this is filled in with plastic. Changing the oil on this, having to check the oil and put oil into that cap, it's an absolute nightmare. I mean, that is not easy to reach. Like, tippy toes, can't do it. From the front, you barely do it. So I think they just took a really good design that made it worse. That's another thing about this truck, is that it's new, it looks good, there's a lot of cool things about it, but a lot of the stuff they did with this is a downgrade. There's a lot of little knickknacks that I liked about the F-250s or the F-Series back then that are no longer there. And it's really sad. Okay, this next thing, and now keep in mind, these aren't big deal breakers, these are just things that are just bad about the truck. Okay, something else about this truck that is kind of meh, you know what I mean? Now, this is not a big thing, and like, I know a lot of you don't like me talking trash about these Fords, but without these kinds of videos, Ford wouldn't know what to do to improve it. Chevy, GMC, Dodge, I don't know about Toyotas and Nissans, but who gives a shit about them anyways? They all have a place to put these little things. Okay, pretty sad, but nowadays, everyone has one of these. This has become our life. This has become a source of income. This is all of our social connections, family, everything is on this little device here. Pretty much everyone owns one. Apparently there's 2 billion people on Facebook. Well, good chance 2 billion of those people, most of them have one of these. So, I don't understand how Ford could neglect a place to put this. GMC has a place here that actually charges the phone. Dodge has a place in this area here that you can just clip it in and it stays there. Ford, well, you could just... There's no place to put it. There's no little slots, there's no... These phones are expensive. This one particularly is $1,400 Canadian, so like $1,000 USD. And the iPhone X, no cheaper. This shit's expensive, and you don't want it beating around in a tray or in a little cubby. You want it in a secure place. So me, I have to have this big, ugly thing here suction cupped onto my dashboard, and that is what I use to put the phone on. Now this one's pretty cool. If anyone wants one or something, I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but it's a little wireless charger, which is really nice to have. But it's really too bad that Ford couldn't figure out just a little place to put a phone. It would be so easy. Another big thing, like this is something big that I don't like about these trucks. The F250 used to be special. The F-150 always had its own thing going on. The F-250, it had a different layout, much more comfortable, had, you know, just better ergonomics, and it looked cool, it looked different. When you got an F-250, you're getting something more. This truck is exactly the same as an F-150 on the inside. Doesn't matter if you're spending $100,000 or $60,000, you're getting the same thing. The exact same thing. And I find that really sad because the F-250 was always just a little bit more, you know? And now it's just not. Everything, steering wheel, it's all exactly the same. The only thing extra you get is the Super Duty across the dash. So anyways, guys, that is going to finish up this little hate video on this F-350 here. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this truck. It's like awesome. It looks gorgeous, it looks new, and just overall it's a great truck. So definitely look forward to the next video. I don't know if it'll be the next video or not, but I will be making another video about things that I love about the truck, little features that are just great to have, things that make this truck just stand out, because I tell you, there's a lot going on for this truck. The updated design, having that panoramic sunroof, just the aluminum body, which I am liking, just everything. It's a pretty nice truck. I'm sure I forgot about a couple things, but I think you guys are pissed off enough now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know what to do. Follow me on Instagram, danger.industries. I think that's what it is. Anyways, links to my Facebook and everything will be down below in the description. Be looking forward to some more videos. I got this new camera now, which should make it so much easier for filming. Well, you guys have a good day. So, good news, the DEF light is no longer on. It just disappeared. It's no longer there. Still got the engine light, but that should not stop us from getting home.